Aden closed the front drive of Oswell House. Aden crooked a leg and yanked off his own Hessian boots. Their mother would no doubt be dismayed to see her two oldest lads walking about the streets of Mayfair in bare feet and kilts. But then she'd demanded they hie themselves down to London for no damned reason but to find wives. There were consequences to such rash orders. "And likewise, 20 quid when I thrash you." Standing again, Coll hefted a boot in his hand, cocked his arm back, and hurled it toward the bucket, as if the finely crafted leather footwear were a rock. A horse carrying its dandy of a rider up the road skittered sideways as the boot bounced beside him and then skidded to a halt about 8 feet short and 2 feet wide of the bucket. "I say," the rider chastised, trotting toward them. "This is not how—" "Move, you peacock," Aden said, taking Coll's place. "Dinna get in the way of a Scotsman's wager." With a squeak, the dandy paled, yanking the grey's reins sideways. "Heathens," floated back on the breeze as the fellow vanished down the side street. "He's wearing more colours than a stained glass window," Coll observed. "Aye, that's a lad you could spy in the dark." Aden took his own boot by the top, letting the heavier heel hang. Swinging it back and forth, he opened his fingers and let fly near the top of his arc. The Hessian boot did a slow loop, end over end, clanging against the bucket before landing straight up and down directly beside it. Whistling, Gavin stopped an ice wagon. "Go around, you fool," the groom ordered. "We've a wager to settle here." "Why are people shouting in front of my Oh. Francesca Oswell MacTaggert, Lady Aldris, began as she descended the short half-circle drive. "Barefoot? Really?" "I cannae throw a boot while it's on my foot," Coll grunted, shouldering Aden out of the way to line up his second throw. "Why are you throwing your boots?" the Countess asked, a faint line furrowing between her brows. "Coll claims Oscar fainted and hit his head when I tossed my boot at him, and I'm proving that you can hit a valet from across the room well enough to knock him cold." "You—" "I will not have you hitting servants, Aden." He kept his attention on Coll. "It was 8 months ago, and he might have ducked. I did warn him." Beside him, the oldest MacTaggert brother had adopted Aden's underhand swing. Coll was nearly 6.5 feet tall, all muscle and no subtlety, though, so Aden wasn't surprised when the boot sailed up toward the clouds and past the bucket, past the curve in the road where Grosvenor Street turned up Duke Street, and landed in the shrubbery of the Duke of Dunhurst's hedgerow. "Ha!" his brother chortled, slapping his hands together. "Beat that. The wager was over whose throw is closer to the bucket, you lummox," Aden reminded him. "Nae who can fling their footwear all the way back to Scotland." "Bah!" the Viscount growled. "Give me another throw then. I will nae. 2 feet, 2 boots. Then your second boot has to land closer than the first." Aden lifted an eyebrow. "I've already won £20. I might as well put this boot back on my foot." "Yes, please do," their mother muttered from behind him. He grinned at that, keeping his face turned away from her. "Unless you'll double the wager," he went on. 40 quid that this boot lands closer to the bucket than the first one." "You're on," Coll said on the tail of that, as if he thought Aden might change his mind, since you'd have to get it inside the bucket to win. So be it. Half closing one eye, Aden swung the boot once, waited for a trio of bairns to cross the street with their nanny, swung again, and let go. The boot's heel